lucky I get to go ride around today. Nice crisp day. Look at the trees. Fall is setting in. And this is my favorite time of the year, when the leaves start to turn oranges. There's a coolness in the air, and everything is just brilliantly pretty. So I'm gonna ride around and see if I can't entertain myself. Cal State Logistics. How logical is the state of California? There's nothing about them that's logical. Sorry, guy, but you're not logical. Coming to get this guy. Oh, I'm coming to get him in his Hyundai. Here we go. Oh, listen to that R1. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You thought I was going to race somebody. I can't race that guy. He's too fast for me. He's driving a Hyundai. I tried to honk at that guy. Did I? Okay. Horn works. There's that cop again, patrolling. I'm gonna wave at him because I like police officers. He's an Elk Grove cop, and I like cops. I think the speed limit's 55 right here. I think. That's what I'm going. But I like that turn back there. They put in that freaking roundabout. That roundabout is crafty. But coming out of that last turn that you just saw me come out, there's some freaking gravel right there. I don't know why they don't clean that gravel up, because it could be problematic for a guy on a motorcycle. They should clean that gravel up. I may have to sneak out here one night late and clean that gravel up just for myself. So once again, it is time for Tuesday Tales. And I'm hoping that you like this one. This one is about kind of a funny event that took place while I was on the football field playing college. So, the way this kind of all shaped itself into a funny story was that we had our starting quarterback get hurt, and our backup quarterback came in the game that he got hurt and wasn't necessarily really ready to play, because not that he wasn't a great football player, because he was. It was that he didn't necessarily have enough time to prepare himself because they were trying to get the other guy prepared. So anyway, in his second start, we were away, and I remember being on our sideline, and we had the ball, and I was split out to the right, and I was in this position like this, and there was a DB right in my face. And I was probably about maybe 5-10 yards from the sideline where my coaching staff was. And I saw a blitz coming. And the way college football works is depending on how the offensive line is set up to pick up different defenders. That particular blitzer was my responsibility, so I had to run a slant to pick it up. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, I got a slant, I got bump and run coverage. I'm just going to get, jab him to the outside, break in, catch the ball, right? My coach says, Law, you got to run a fade. You got to run a fade. And I said, Coach, I'm supposed to run a slant. He says, I know what you're supposed to run, but I'm telling you, your QB is going to throw a fade. And I said, Coach, I got to run a slant. It's my job. And the whole time, the DB is going like this. He's looking at my coach. He's looking at me. He's looking at the ball carrier or the play to see when the ball snapped, and he's looking back at me. So his head is just going like this all over the place, right? And he's got to be thinking, fellas, I can hear what you're saying. Do you not see me right here? And I'm like, Coach, and obviously I wasn't calling him Coach. I was calling him by his first name because we had that type of relationship. But I won't say it here. But I'm like, Coach, I'm telling you, I got to run a slant. He's like, Law, I'm telling you, just run a fade. So the ball snapped. I run a slant, and he throws a fade. And I end up missing the ball. I adjust my route, and I miss the ball by like 5 yards. And I'm just like, ah. So I walk back I kind of walk back along the sideline, then I veer my way to the huddle. And I hear my coach saying, I told you, Law. I told you he was going to throw a fade. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So anyway, that was kind of funny. I don't know if you found that funny, but that was kind of funny to me. My coach was so good that he freaking knew, even when the guy was going to do something wrong, what he was going to do when he did it wrong. So that was my favorite coach of all time. When I got to the NFL, I had another really, really good coach at my second team. And those two guys were basically cut from the same mold. So anyway, I'm going to get back on my R1. I'm going to take off riding. I hope that you have a tremendous day. And I hope that at least somehow, some way, you can bring some positivity to somebody in your life. See ya. Now, the last time I did this, my bike wouldn't start. My battery was dead. So let's see if she'll start this time. Keep our fingers crossed. Keep her fingers crossed. Oh no. Ha ha! Woo-wee! She started. There is a God, and he's nice to me today. All right, folks.